Alright, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and today I wanted to do a comparison between Infinity Ultron and the God of Lies, Loki, in his TVA uniform. Because a lot of people are saying that if you have TVA Loki, because of how busted he is, you don't actually need Ultron. And honestly, I'm inclined to agree if you're on a budget, okay? If you already have Loki, Loki's still going to be plenty sufficient to do anything that Ultron can do. And he can do even more because he's the best ABX character in the game, and to be honest with you, hands down the best character for dispatch missions as well. However, I wanted to do a comparison to show you guys how much of a difference there is between Loki's DPS and Ultron's DPS with their newest uniforms. But if you're on a budget, go ahead and just pick up Loki and forget about Ultron. But for me, I'm trying to build an arsenal. I'm trying to build the best roster possible, and having more powerful tools at my disposal is always a good time. That means any given day I can hop in and I can play with a different character. So if you don't care about variety, which I personally believe is the spice of life, then go ahead, man, and stick to your, plain Jane Loki build. I'm just playing. But anyway, let's jump in. I'm gonna show you guys the build for Loki and the build for Ultron. My Loki's built fairly well. He has a bunch of Odin's blessings on him because I use him for ABX, and I try to get to 12 million any day that I have the time to. Uniform is at Mythic. He's rocking a Rage, fully awakened ISO set, and then he has an artifact with pure evil on it. Some people say it helps, some say it doesn't. It is what it is. As for Ultron, you can see right here, no Odin's blessings, and there's a reason for that. I'll show you guys in a second. Skills obviously always at 6 because that's me. Type 5, fully awakened ISO set. He has his artifact because he has an artifact dedicated to him. Loki currently doesn't. He has a CTP of energy because he works with pretty much any CTP, and then the uniform is also at Mythic. Now, the reason why I'm doing this comparison, even though Loki has Odin's blessings and Ultron doesn't, is because of this. What I'm going to do to level the playing field is actually run Loki in the lead in World Boss Legend with 2 supporting characters beside him, and then I'm actually going to run Ultron in the lead with 2 supporting characters beside him, because if you take a look at Ultron's energy attack when he's in the lead, it's 61,700, and then if you take a look at when Loki's in the lead, it's 61,799. So Loki only has 99 more attack than Ultron when Ultron is in the lead. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna try and balance out the Odins. They're adding about 10k energy attack. It's the best I can do because I don't feel like pumping a bunch of Odins into Ultron simply because he's not necessarily meta for anything. Not timeline, I don't think, not ABX, not dispatch. He's just a strong character that you can use for fun if you really like him. Anyways, let's jump into World Boss Legend and do some comparisons between these 2 universal supervillains. Now, for time's sake, I'm gonna run both of these characters on stage 19. That way we can test multiple bosses. But if you guys do want to see how Loki performs on stage 40 against Mephisto, I can definitely do that for you guys at a later time, since I already showed you guys that Ultron can indeed clear stage 40 in yesterday's video. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to test out Ultron and then double back and test out Loki. This is the team we're going to be running simply because, well, I guess we could use Cyclops since they're both energy based characters, and then we can get some extra energy attack from Cyclops that way. I know we're gonna have some people in the comment section saying, yo, they should both have the same CTP. We don't need to do that because Ultron can work with anything. All right, cool. It's an easy break. Oh, really? It's guy's doing the most. I thought because I pushed him down to 13 bars, he would have just cut the malarkey. But nah, he just decided he wanted to continue with it. I'm gonna use the tier 3 just because he would have enraged and stopped me from attacking. And we're not trying to make this longer than it needs to be. This guy's so slow. Holy. Let's go. I think the last portion of my my tier 3 missed, and also something happened there where I didn't get my Brock. I don't know what, but something happened. Okay. This guy cutscened me. It actually kind of looks cool seeing all those Ultron robots behind Mephisto. Maybe that's just me. I wish he had debuff immunity on his tier 3 or something, because otherwise it's kind of too risky to try and attack Mephisto, because we're just gonna get stunned. So this looks like it's gonna be 240 left on the clock, 243. Okay, so let's see how fast Loki does it. Now I will say Loki is not necessarily the safest character when it comes to World Boss Legend, especially against Mephisto. Because Mephisto can hit you a lot when you're in iframes and stuff. And Loki doesn't have the biggest heal, nor is he the tankiest character. Okay, we got guard broken and we went all the way over there. That's about the same amount of time as Ultron. Oof, just took so much damage there. I want to teleport behind him. Oof, keep him in the tier 3. He's taking a bunch. He's taking a bunch of extra damage. Okay. Yeah. This is where Loki's survivability is starting to get tested. What? Okay, we got him. Okay. I need to get him to come towards a corner so I can use my third. Oof. Okay, that worked out well. Well, he transitioned very, very quickly there. Okay. We didn't get the third skill, but you can see the difference. Honestly, it's not that big of a DPS difference from what I saw here, but maybe you guys will tell me I played significantly worse with Loki, or I played significantly worse with Ultron. I know somebody always has something to say, but hey, from what I'm seeing here, it's probably like 20 seconds difference between the two characters. Yes, Loki came out on top, so since he's been out longer and most people already have Loki built, then maybe you don't need Ultron like I said at the beginning of the video. But for me, I like having new tools in my toolbox, okay? Anyways, let's go try them both against Null. I'm not going to run the whole fight here because I don't want this video to run too long. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a comparison, similar build and whatnot. So let's jump in. How much ignore dodge does Ultron have? 78, and then Loki has, I believe, only like 30, right? Oof, so that's gonna make a big difference. Yeah, so what do I do here? I'll figure out the Loki situation after, because villains don't have any ignore dodge strikers. Yeah, that's what kind of sucks about being a villain. We're just gonna see how fast Ultron can get through the first phase, and then we'll do Loki and see. I wanted to try and sneak into 5 and 4. I would have had my 6, but what are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna cry about it? Nope. I tried to see if we could skip the cage there, but unfortunately we could not. Alright, so that was 359, 358, whatever. So with Loki, oh, I can give him Proxima's lead. Yes, we can give him Proxima's lead to make up that ignore dodge. I knew I would figure something out. Alright, cool. But Proxima gives a little bit less. Yes, maybe I should redo the Ultron one, because Proxima gives 35, so she gives 40. It's only 5%. We skipped the cage with Loki, whereas we didn't skip it with Ultron. So maybe that makes up for the 5%. Okay. Yikes. We are taking a pounding. Nah, Ultron's still... Whoa. Ultron coming out ahead here? How? I guess the rage falls off the higher up you go. There's an 8-second difference here. Are we gonna say the 8-second difference is because of Proxima giving 5% less damage? Alright, I'm doing a second pass with Loki, just to see on average what his time looks like. Let's go. Alright, we can actually get out of here, so we might as well dodge that. Yeah, so it looks about the same. Alright, so we're doing a second pass with Ultron. Decided to drop Mystique in place of Proxima, so everything is a bit more even. Even though I can see that Ultron is doing more damage on his regular rotation than Loki. Against Null anyways. Alright, so we'll have my tier 3 ready this time around, because I had the foresight to use 5 I'm not sure if you guys seen what I did there. Instead of using 354 or 345, I keep using 543 because of the times that they come off cooldown at, and it's allowing me to squeeze them in. I'm even faster this time because I figured out the pattern to get his tier 3 to go off in between getting caught by the Clintar cage. I wasn't expecting Ultron to win over here, so you guys let me know in the comments. I ran it multiple times with Loki, and every single time Loki fell short of Ultron. So there's a couple reasons why I'm thinking that might be the case in my head. One of which, the obvious elephant in the room, is that rage falls off the higher up you go in World Boss Legend, and even a God King like Loki falls prey to it. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm gonna wrap it up here. You can take from this what you will. Ultron, Loki, both amazing characters in my book. Loki has more overall value because he can cover Extreme Alliance battle and dispatch missions, versus Ultron. It seems as though his role is going to be a leader for machine characters and a solid DPS for World Boss Legend. If you guys want me to test him again or test Ultron against any other characters, please feel free to let me know in the comment section, because I know when I do standalone showcases, I might show you the character is powerful, but if you have nothing to gauge it against, then that information might not be useful to you, versus if I show you how Loki does, who is a really good character, and then I show you how Ultron does, you can see by proxy the two of them are actually not that far off from each other. Funny enough, at lower stages, Loki came out on top, or at least at stage 19 against Mephisto, Loki came out on top, but on stage 35, Ultron rise to the occasion and he got it done.